Manchester United has just lost again 2-0 to Newcastle today. This was absolutely terrible. The first 30 minutes I think might be the worst 30 minutes of the entire season. It was that bad. Less than 4 minutes in, Isak scores and then Joe Linton shortly after. The game was essentially over in less than 30 minutes and this was just a terrible performance overall. Now, we definitely did improve in the second half, but when you give 2 goals away that quickly against a team as good as Newcastle, it's extremely difficult, damn near impossible to come back. I think Lisandro Martinez had a pretty bad game today, same with Xerxes, and I feel really bad for this guy. Like, he got pulled off around the 30-minute mark. It's obviously super embarrassing, especially at home when your own fans are cheering for you to come off. Like, that was just terrible to watch. And apparently he was almost in tears walking down the tunnel as soon as he was substituted off. Because he didn't even go to the bench, he just started walking down the tunnel, and then I think someone probably told him, get back out there. But yeah, I feel really bad for this guy. Like, he's young, but I just don't think he's good enough. We also got to talk about Eriksen and Casemiro. They should have not started this game. Newcastle is a very quick team. You need a midfield that's dynamic and pacey, and they just are not that. Rashford was on the bench today, but he didn't get a single minute on the pitch, and I think this is the last time we're ever going to see him at Old Trafford. I think he's 100% gone in January, whether that's Saudi Arabia, France, Germany, Italy, whatever. I don't think Rashford is going to be putting on the United jersey ever again. And same with Xerxes. I think he's probably going to go out on loan, or who knows, maybe he gets wrapped up in a deal for Victor Osimhen. Either way, I think he has potential, but he's just not what United needs right now, so I hope he has a really great future, but I just don't think it's going to be at Old Trafford. But yeah, guys, today's game just was not good. The first 30 minutes, we essentially just gave the game completely away. Pretty much everyone had a lackluster performance. And we are just simply not a good team right now. Now, I think Amorim can turn this ship around, but, it's going to take time to adapt to his tactics and all that, and I understand the results are going to be very mixed as they currently are, leading up to the actual progression of us turning into a good team, or at least I hope. But the growing pains of changing the tactics and manager and, a clear out of players and all that, it is just a nightmare transition period right now. And just look at this, Manchester United have now conceded 18 goals in all competitions in December, their most in a single month since March 1964. We are literally breaking all of the wrong records right now, and it is just so frustrating. I feel like I literally have depression. This is also our 5th league defeat in a single month, which hasn't happened since 1962, so yeah, things are not looking good. Let's look at today's stats here because we had more possession, which doesn't really mean a whole lot when we're not scoring goals or winning games. 1 shot on target. Now, Casemiro came pretty close. I believe it was in the first half or right at the beginning of the second half, and then Maguire hit the post. So we came close to scoring a goal, but right now Newcastle is doing really, really good. This is their 4th game in a row with a clean sheet. So it was always going to be tough to score against them, but we did come close. They definitely outperformed us. The stats here say that the game was somewhat even, I guess, but no, we got battered. And I thought we were going to get battered 5-0. After they scored the second goal, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be one of those games where we lose, 5, 6, 7-0, isn't it? Luckily, it didn't get that bad, but it wasn't very good either. We are currently in 14th place in the Premier League with a -5 goal difference. We have 22 points, and we're only 7 points away from 18th place Ipswich, who actually beat Chelsea today, which kind of makes this loss not as bad. It's still bad, but it makes me feel slightly better, 1% better. But yeah, guys, this is getting depressing, this is just, wow, what a season. I knew when Amorim came here, it wasn't just going to be, instant results, 3 points all the time, firing on all cylinders, but damn, I didn't think it was going to be this big of a transition with this much of a low right away. I definitely believe in Amorim, and I think he is going to turn things around, but January has to be executed to perfection. We need to get rid of a bunch of players, raise some capital, buy some new players. There's some rumors of Victor Osimhen coming here, which I think would be a great signing. We definitely need goals. I like Rasmus Højlund, but, we're one of the biggest clubs in the world. We can't be relying on a 20-year-old striker when all the other big teams in the world have big names. Look at Man City, Holland, Bayern, Harry Kane, Barcelona. Lewandowski, Real Madrid, Mbappe, like we can't be, a big club with a 20-year-old leading the front line. And I think Victor Osimhen coming here would definitely help us in the offensive department, so I hope that happens. Rashford needs to go. That whole saga is just so draining, and I just can't wait to have that thing done and over with. But yeah, he came in. It's a bit of a circus. I definitely think he can turn things around. There were moments today where I thought we played all right. The second half specifically, we played a lot better than the first. And I think that came from Kobe Mainu coming on as a substitute. He completely changed the midfield for us. But yeah, very disappointing result. 2-0 to Newcastle at home. Not a great day, and not a great day to end 2024. This season has just been terrible. Hopefully we can work some magic and fly up the table in the second half of the season, but things are looking pretty grim. Let me know what you guys thought about today's game down below. I thought it was pretty bad, but that second half was a bit better.